Welcome one and all, this is the Peace Dealer, and in this video we're going to talk about Lilith in Cancer. Lilith in Cancer is a tough position. At one point in a Lilith in Cancer's life, they could expect the experience of home wreckage. Usually they're just a victim of it, but it's not uncommon to find Lilith in Cancer people who are home wreckers. Although I would say that's more of a rare case, and usually more the woman with her Lilith in Cancer. Either way, when you have your Lilith in Cancer, the enigmatic, mysterious force of Lilith goes deep into your emotional consciousness and affects how you process emotions. This is going to attract people into your life that know how to push your buttons very mercilessly. Now, Lilith in Cancer people are the ones with this gift. They know, whereas a Lilith in Gemini knows what to say to get under someone's skin, a Lilith in Cancer individual knows how to make people feel in ways that can manipulate them for their favor. And they learn this from being manipulated themselves. So the presence of Lilith in a man or woman's chart really clouds the way they see their mother or mother figure too. They could have the most supportive mother or a Cruella de Vil as a mother who's just horrible. But there's always going to be an element of rejection coming from the mother's part. And this could be something as serious as, I don't want you to live out your dreams, or I don't like that you like the color yellow. But it's that dynamic that's going to stand apart and be impressionable on the Lilith in Cancer person. You could find Lilith interpretations in Cancer that are very extreme in this sense, where they say the effect of the mother in that person's life kind of led to that person having mental problems or emotional problems. That's usually more exaggerated. I actually feel like Lilith in Cancer helps one's relationship with their mother because it takes out false pretense and it forces you to deal with those core issues of connection. Of course, this could be a father if that father plays a nurturing mother-like role. Another thing, however, though, with Lilith in Cancer is that it attracts people into that person's life who are very emotionally disturbed. That erratic, unconventional part that doesn't allow feelings to flow normally, Lilith is attracted by that and attracts that. And you'll find that it's through interaction with that Lilith in Cancer person that that person is able to express themselves in emotionally new ways, because of the difficulty they had with the Lilith in Cancer. So this isn't necessarily like a Chiron in Cancer where you're going to get emotional healing. You're going to be better off emotionally, but through a lot of hardship, through that Lilith in Cancer person. Whereas it's the other way around. The Lilith in Cancer person may be worse off emotionally because they usually more than not are going to express the rawness of their feelings, and it's going to be taken the wrong way. This is not always the case, and you'll find that a lot of successful people with Lilith in Cancer are able to express that rawness of feeling and make it be a plus for them instead of a negative. But we're still in a period where not everyone is as honest and sincere with their feelings, and Cancer being a zodiac sign of sincerity, adding the troublemaker of Lilith in here could really cause some problems. In fact, it's not so much that Lilith really is a troublemaker, but when she gets in her feelings in Cancer, she has an even nastier attitude than when she's in Gemini, because now she's all in her feelings. But either way, for a man's chart, Lilith in Cancer could denote somebody who they're very emotionally detached because they've learned from an early age that when they express emotion, they get rejected and they're not allowed to feel nurtured. So these men could very easily treat women like crap, or even if they don't treat women like crap, they're going to be attracted. They're not really attracted to, but they're going to subconsciously seek out women that they feel that they're higher than, that they feel society looks down on, just because they feel like they don't necessarily have the shot to transparently express their true feelings to a woman without really feeling rejected or ostracized. Men with Lilith in Cancer could go the other extreme and treat horrible women like queens and princesses. They could pick out subconsciously women that they know are going to make them feel miserable, but they secretly love it because they love that feeling of, the melancholy and having to deal with those extremes. Women with Lilith in Cancer, they're going to take on a much more emotionally raw stance. I almost wanted to say victimized too, because Lilith in Cancer, especially women, could appear to be victimized, but they are from victimized. They know how to take that persona and use it to their benefit. A really cool thing about women with their Lilith in Cancer, however, is they know how to take the negative parts of Cancer and use it in a way that's good, especially if it's in an expository way to expose that behavior in other people. One thing you want to be careful about though for Lilith in Cancer individuals is they have crocodile tears. So they're the most likely to act like they're really sad about something, but that's just to evoke your pity. The only other person who's better than them at that is Lilith in Pisces. But other than that, that's a little bit about Lilith in Cancer. Lilith in Cancer, that I just forgot to mention, they're also incredibly sexy and very sexual. There's a certain current that's very underrated and underestimated in Cancer. When you have those deep emotional waters, Lilith heats that up in a very spicy way. So these people can get literally addicted to sex, and when it's good, it's really good, but they can get really addicted to sex. And if they don't have that sexual stimulation, they're going to turn to substances to abuse so that they can get their mind off it somehow. It's not necessarily like in an Aries way where they're always hot and they need to just express their passion. It could be in a very, heroin junkie, I need this feeling kind of way, because when they go to their sexual depths of ecstasy, they could reach feelings that no one will ever feel. And this is something that Lilith in Cancer can do for you too. If you don't have Lilith in Cancer, they can take someone to heights of feeling that many people don't necessarily or know or are used to. So yeah, that's a little bit about Lilith in Cancer. It's really interesting to see this in action with some people, and you could really draw one to your side by being as simple as just being sincere, because a Lilith in Cancer person is going to deal with so much insincerity that when they experience it, just like any normal person, they're going to appreciate it. But instead of taking advantage of it like other people would, they're going to kind of nurture and cultivate that, which is really counterintuitive because that's not really how it's supposed to be. But until next video,